Hello, my friends. Today I'm going to talk about another topic that I love talking about because it has made such a big difference in my life. It is such a permission slip that I received that has given me so much freedom, and I really want to give that gift to as many people that I can. I want to talk about desires, and I want to talk about the uniqueness of our desires and how important I think for this world and for our individual lives that we accept and embrace and honor and fulfill our unique desires. Sorry about that. Just gonna. Okay, can't do anything about it. That we fulfill our unique desires, and it has different layers. When I realized, because this is, I think, what many do and what I did for a long time, is that we have been told to want what, like someone has told us what to want. Someone told us you should want this, you should want this, you should have that, and we accepted that. So we made we took on a model of desire, and I don't think that's what desire is at all. I think our desires, what we want, what we long for, what we dream about, what we desire, is one of the most authentic things about us. Like, that is, for me, what our soul is. It's what it is so deep and true and unique. And it's sad. It's not that sad, but there is a sadness when I think about how we have given that such a sacred part of us away and taken on something that hasn't been true and real for us. And I see a lot of suffering because of this. And I know for me, I was working so hard going towards things I didn't even want, because I was never taught that what I want to bring today is like, what you desire uniquely is what you are supposed to desire, what you are meant to desire, and it's a vital, important part of you. We're not here to want the same things, and I believe, I have a very strong belief that your desires are like a blueprint. It's like a guide. Like, this is what you're here to experience in this lifetime. Your desires is like the North Star that we go towards, and we get so much on the journey towards our desires. It's different levels, both of desires in everyday life, what we want to do, the lifestyle we want to have, and then also our unique life path, what we want in life. And what I really want, and I'm holding for the whole world, is that we all embrace the uniqueness of our own desires in our lives, in our life journey, and in our lifestyle. So we all, for me, you will hear me say it again and again, like I believe in that we're here to live full, colorful, wholehearted lives, and that's who I'm talking about to, the people that feel that too and want that too. But the thing is, that will look so different from person to person, because when I started hearing this, I heard that and thought that meant that I had to do lots of things, that I needed to be this, like I needed to have a social life, look like this, I needed to have a business, I needed to travel everywhere all the time. For me, that was what I saw, was like I took on someone else's definition of what a full life is. And for me, I've realized that a full life, when I talk about it, it's living in alignment with your desires, following what you want, both on a daily, moment-to-moment basis. This is what I want, this feels good, and also in life. And how that is what creates a different life, and that will look different. That is what creates a full experience of life, and that will be different from person to person to person. I can bring a few examples from myself. For example, or like for some people, living in alignment with desires will mean that they will be surfing all the time and traveling from country to country, or that they will sit in their garden and a sun will shine on them as they sit in their little oasis that they've created. For others, their desire is to work towards the goals. That's what I realized, that I have a strong desire. I love what I want, what feels good for me. I love working towards goals. I didn't realize that because I was like, oh, I should want to socialize all the time, or, you know, for me, living full life is, but I realized, okay, no, I'm someone that gets a lot of joy, that has strong desire for the process, the journey of working towards goals. That brings me so much fulfillment and alignment and other things. Like I thought that having a certain being able to travel would all the time was what I truly wanted. But I realized I also really something that brings me so much joy is creating an incredible home environment that I love, and experiencing the coziness. Like that is a frequency that I really desire too. Coziness. I do desire adventure, but not as much perhaps as I thought. I thought my definition of full life was traveling all the time everywhere, and it turns out that is an ingredient, but there's also other things. So I hope I'm expressing myself kind of clearly, that this is the journey. Like life will give you lots of opportunities to figure out what you want. If you just open your eyes and like, okay, what do I want? Just start asking you questions. It will give you that, because you're going to start seeing what you want. And things like social media is a great way to do that, getting expanded to what is possible, and then realizing, oh, that is a true desire for me too. But also to what you don't want. So much. You know, there is a teacher called Abraham Hicks that I absolutely adore, that's changed my life so much, and I so recommend going on YouTube and searching Abraham Hicks. And something they taught me that has kind of shifted, helped me have a very positive mindset in a lot, is that they say, you know, a lot of what happens that is not good, that you don't like, is just there to specify. Like it will give you a clearer picture and more energetic availability for what you truly like. It's like your life is this sculpture, and when you get something you don't like, it's like another piece of the sculpture emerges more perfectly because you see something that is the opposite of that. It's a very cool way of thinking about it. Like if we start asking the questions, what do I want, your reality will just inspire you endlessly, both with what you're going to see lots of things you don't want, and then it's just like, oh wait, that didn't feel good. Why does that not feel good? Because that shows me I value this, I like this, I want this. It's this self, you know, you get to know yourself through this process, and it's a very fun process, because being in the frequency, even talking about desire, is really fun, and thinking about it and reflecting on it, because I really believe it's one of it's the juice of life when we start thinking about desires and talking about them, and then start embracing our own unique ones, and start then living, like making your whole life just a journey towards your desires and your true desires, and then also like all the desires that are available right now, bringing them into your reality. So that's what I mean. There are different layers. It's your choices every day. What do you want to eat? It's not just eating what you think you should, what someone says you should. Eat what you want to eat. Listen to music that, you know, actually you love listening to. I think that's a place where many people actually are good at following their desires. We don't have so many rules around this music is good, this is not, but like a life path. And that's how I probably want to end this, like the peace that comes with the belief that your desires are the models for your life path. It's, or like the templates, the map for your life. There are no time pressures. I used to have like anxiety over, oh, I'm this age and I haven't done that, and I am this age, I should have done that, now I missed that. There is some peace that comes with, okay, no, I am following the unique map of my own true desires, and they are never ever going to be exactly the same as anyone else's. And it also means when I'm following that path, that it's not going to fit the time frame of someone else, of society's, the matrix, like time frame, by this age you should have done this. Then there is some peace and just a much deeper ability for me to surrender to my life, because I'm not guided by this other map that was never felt good, that was never mine. Mine map is what guides my life, and I'm just taking one step every day, in every moment, towards this, following what I want, the big things, the small things, learning how to do that more and more. And when I feel like there is perhaps, resistance to some desires, because that's how it can be too. Like you have these desires. I had a desire to be seen and share my voice, and that's been a strong desire for a long time. I've had a strong desire to sing in front of people, but there was a lot of resistance that I, through other things, learned to, through healing and all of that, learned to accept. So sometimes there is some acceptance, and that's just part of the journey too. So cool, so lovely to be in. And I long for the world where we all guided by our own unique desires, and we're all living our absolute dream lifestyles, completely customized to us. No, like if you're this, you're that too. If you're that, you have to have that too. Just like completely molded by us. Like you're an artist of your own life. That's how it feels like when you play in this frequency of desires. It feels so good and so free. And I hope this transmitted that feeling, because I really feel how I'm in that. And I will talk about this more and more, but that I think is how I'm going to end today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please comment if you have any questions, if there's something you would want me to talk about, if there's something you want to share about desires. I really, really want to hear. And you can also find me on Instagram, where I also post this kind of content, but in written form. So yes, thank you, my friends. Have a wonderful, wonderful day following your desires. Mwah.